Hello everyone, my name is Dustin Hernandez. I'm one of the trumpet players with the Islander Brass Quintet, and today I'd like to share a little bit about the piece that was uploaded the other day that I had performed, which is the Caprice by Bozza. Now, whether you're a trumpet player or not, it's good to listen to music from every instrument, so please check it out, not just because it's my recording, but just because it's always good to listen to different types of music. Now, this piece of music was written in the 20th century, which means it was written in the 1900s. I believe it was written around 1947. It calls for a C trumpet. Now, C trumpet is like the B-flat trumpet. This picture kind of shows it. The tuning side's a little bit shorter than you would have on a B-flat trumpet. The B-flat trumpet goes out to a little bit closer to the bell. C trumpet's a little bit shorter. If you want a more in-depth explanation about the different trumpets, I recommend you to James's video. He actually does explain the trumpets in a more in-depth manner. The piece was written in a French style, so I say French style because just like you listen to music on the radio or on YouTube or wherever your source is, there's music from all over the world, right? If you listen to music from, an Asian country compared to a Latin country, compared to even just the United States, you'll notice some huge differences in the style that they play. So that's more about like the inflection or the phrasing or these small little detail things in the music. So I mentioned it's French because the articulation pattern that I use, the articulation style that I use, the kind of light bounciness with separation, the flowy type 16th notes where it just sounds like it's just one kind of long line of notes, that's trying to replicate somewhat of the French style. This piece was also written for a conservatory. Now, conservatory is a kind of like a really high-end music school, so that's why you're hearing some of those really tricky moments in the music that I had to figure out while I was learning it. There's lots of different techniques that are used in this piece. Some things that you can listen out for. You can listen for chromatic passages. Chromatic passages means when you go by half steps. There's a couple that happen during the music, so see if you can open your ears and listen for that. There is what's called multiple tonguing. So multiple tonguing is when your tongue articulates or touches the different points in your mouth not at the same time, in rapid succession. So instead of just going ta, 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 I added an extra syllable in there and go ta, ka, and I can do it really fast, which is called a triple tongue, to go ta-ka-ta, which is a big part of what I played for this piece. And then if there's multiple tonguing, like in a long passage, I might go tuku, 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 instead of tuku, tu, tuku, tu, tuku, tu. That's an advanced technique, but you'll get there at some point. In addition to that, there's also these ideas called sequences. Now, sequences it's an advanced way to think about music, but it's when you have this idea that's taken and placed like a step below. It's the same passage, the same idea, the same rhythm, but the notes change by just a step. So you'll hear that happen a couple times in this piece of music. And then there's just lots of little things that go on throughout the whole thing. The overall piece of the music the overall style in this music is very light and playful. It's very energetic. There is a small lyrical section in the middle to transition between the first bouncy section and the third, or final, I should say, bouncy section. And even in the first and third section, they sound very different. So, it's stuff to listen out for. There's lots of tricky moments in here that I had to kind of work out. And it was just a lot of fun to perform, a lot of fun to prepare. And I'm glad I could share it with you all. So if you listen to the recording and you have any questions, or if you start thinking about maybe types of music that you might want to play, or things that you might notice that you want to know more about, just feel free to get in touch with us. You're always welcome to reach out to me and ask me, and I'll be happy to give you even more information. So that's just a little bit of extra information about the Bozza Caprice. I hope you check out the recording, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.